I hate finals. Hello everybody! My name is Michael, and I just got through a hell of a week of finals. It's been ups and downs and rights and wrongs, and I think I might have failed my last test, but that's besides the point. I'm leaving tomorrow to go visit my East Coast family, and I realized I had no backup videos to send up to you. To start with, I just want to say thank you for all your subscriptions. I can't believe I actually got to 20, much less that. I thought I might just stay at 8 for the rest of my life. So, thank you, and I just want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, to be honest, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or really any holiday that you celebrate, or if you just like the winter cookies, then, you know, happy winter. I was actually pondering, not too long ago, about what alignment my professor would be, because he's one of those professors who gives you all of those practice questions, you know, and, you know, you think you got it down, and then on the exam, everything is nothing like the practice exam. Ha-ha! He got you! And now your grade point average has gone down, and you don't know what you're gonna do with your life. And so, as I was thinking it over, I thought that it'd be a funny little joke to bring up on the channel, debating what alignment he would be in the D&D system. Let's talk about that. Now, to begin talking about alignments for my professor, we must first ask ourselves, what is the D&D alignment? Because there's a lot of misconceptions with it, and honestly, when I first started recording this video, I thought I'd go over all the alignments that could possibly be done, but it's a bit more complicated than that, isn't it? Oh, that's terrible. Because alignments have been around for a very, very long time in D&D, actually since the beginning, and even then, they were annoying us. Good and evil and neutral, chaotic, lawful, neutral, these are just generic words. And though the player's handbook does try to teach us what these words mean, reading and putting into practice is a very different thing. It's all well and good to say that you're a chaotic, good rogue, but what does it mean to be a chaotic, good rogue? That I will answer in later down the road. As I am starting a mini-series because of these little ramblings, this is me trying to do this for another time, going over every one of the alignments that is currently supplied in 5th edition D&D, and really any of the other systems. Today we're going to go over what is the generalization of these alignments. There is 3 by 3. Good, neutral, evil, chaotic, neutral, and lawful. Let's talk about what each of these truly will mean. Let's start with the easier one. What does good, neutral, evil? Good will generally mean that your character will put the needs of others before themselves. It's general practice that you will do that. These are our Robin Hoods. These are our heroes, the ones that will risk life and limb in the name of others. They're the standard archetype, really. These good aligned characters. And honestly, this is where most players fall in. We all want to be the good guy. We all want to defeat the villain. We all want to get all the praise for that. There's nothing wrong with that, really, to be honest. I played many good characters. Heck, I used to play a paladin named Lumaris, who was an Abyss Watcher, and he would always rush into the aid. He'd be a bit stupid in that, in all honesty. He died horribly. It's a generally easy term, so players that are usually going to play good characters, generally what you're going to find is they're putting others before themselves. They will actually give a damn about your NPCs, DM. Smile, look at these people, and give them things, because they actually care. Neutral characters, these are actually the more common sort of people you will run into. These are, I wouldn't say selfish individuals, but they are much more logical about what they do. They are not self-sacrificing. They may do a thing or two for the common man, but more often than not, you're going to find that they will be on the fence. Easily persuaded with coin, and easily brought to either side if a proper argument is made. But, more importantly, the second aspect of their name is going to play a great deal into how that character runs. I'm really sorry, but I can't give neutral a good description, as it really is a blank slate when referring to your alignment, the good, evil, neutral alignments, I mean. So I'm going to hold that on pause for a little bit. Let's move on to evil. What does it mean to be evil? Well, it really can get a lot more complicated. As many people know, many villains do not consider themselves the villain, though they may do evil acts. But in all generic terms, in the player's handbook, and from what I understand, evil characters tend to prioritize themselves over others. They are selfish, they are self-centered, and possibly even psychopathic to a degree. They are kind of worrying, but they can function in a party despite what people will tell you. Then again, that is also greatly affected by the next part of the alignment, which is a lot harder to describe: lawful, neutral, and chaotic. This is where things get tricky. You see, lawful, well, it's not so tricky. The actual lawful bit is actually quite a bit of fun, because if you're a lawful character, you are believing that rules are in place because they work either for you or they work for everybody. They are very useful in that case. Essentially, a good example of lawful would be police officers not being able to go willy-nilly arresting people just on face and chargement. These are rules and regulations in place to prevent things from getting out of hand and protecting the innocent, which is generally a good idea of what a lawful character, especially a lawful good character, would be. Moving on to the neutral ground. These are when things get a little bit fuzzy. You see, neutral characters do things for the sake of it. It seems a little weird. Neutral means I'm not doing this for laws. I'm not doing this because of a whim. I'm doing this for the sake of doing this. I am being neutral because the sake of being neutral. This is my people, this is my culture, making it a very useful sort of bit of an alignment for monks, especially those that believe in sort of a Taoist belief of yin and yang, or any other characters that follow that religion, sort of religious credo. I'm doing this for the sake of it, not because I'm demanded of it. Onward and downward we go to chaotic. This is possibly my favorite bit of alignment, and also the one that causes most of my cities to burn down. Really gotta stop building my cities out of wood. I did that, actually. I'm gonna have to make a video on that. Toulon 2, Electric Boogaloo. Only maybe 5 of my viewers probably got that reference. Chaotic is honestly, the one that you usually play. Chaotic is referring more so to a sort of more whimsical nature. It's very freeing. And you'll find that many players will choose this because it gives them the most freedom on to do things. Though many do misinterpret it, meaning that I will do this action for gold or anything. It doesn't quite work like that. And I'll be getting on to that in my later, more specific alignment videos. All you really need to know is that chaotic is really more of an alignment for whimsicalness. It is surprisingly the least understood by players, though, because people will often interpret it to mean that they can play by their own rules, when that really would mean that you are a lawful player, are you not? Hopefully, I'll be coming out with the next few videos, and I'll be coming down the alignment sheet with really no real order, going over some of my favorite examples of the alignments that are out in D&D. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy holidays to all. Please stay safe, have fun with family, roll some dice with friends, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.